They need to not let the Hawks dominate for the first 10 minutes. If they can bring it back down and restrict that and try and get something on the board themselves within the first 5 to 6 minutes of this quarter, we're going to be in for an absolute classic.
I'm a Mumford-Segler man. I think if Mumford dominates, he has to do it very early to give him some really pure clearances.
The Giants are exactly the same score they were against Hawthorn at three-quarter time last year, and they lost by 7. On that occasion, they were down by 1, or they led by 1.
I don't know. I think Leon Cameron would have just said, boys, we've just got to head in hard early, but try and restrict the scoring of Hawthorn in the first 5 to 7 minutes. And then the trend has changed, Jono, to what's happened in the first 3 quarters.
Quick hand Scully, likewise Ward, Cornelio wrapped up.
But if they can get that part of it right, handball out of trouble, that's where they've been able to get some success, is they get that right handball and get it out and get it to a player who's actually moving into an area. That's when they've been able to break Hawthorn open.
Ward, Smith, it falls for Langford. That's a fair bit on it. And Gunston, over the line he goes.
I'd see a third man up, boys. I think if the one-on-one Mumford, if they've got someone who can come over the top and maybe battle in the space, I still can't get there now.
Segler did well. He was hoping for Langford again. He takes them on, gets boot to ball. Good work by Langford. But only as far as Haynes, who didn't think it was 15 anyway, so that's why he moved. Williams into the game. A little bit of toe there to get it to McCarthy, who was on the stretch, but he couldn't take it. Somehow it falls for Whitfield, and somehow he's away. He does use the ball well. Off the outside of the boot in front of Green. Birchall goes back. It's one-on-one here. Free kick.
Did it well, Birchall, didn't he? The experience there just to hold himself. Whitfield looked so smooth coming out of that contest. Birchall played it so well to get in front of Green here and not control the ball, not take it, and then win the free kick.
Still, that transition was a problem for Hawthorn, wasn't it? You can see where the strength is with GWS. They get it on the outside, as Benny Dixon said. Their speed is a factor.
Hawthorn will get clear and kick it up high down the line, hoping for Segler. Mumford sort of hold onto his hand there and then dumps him. Rioli lost it. Shaw picked it up and squeezed it out. He wanted the boundary line and he found it.
Yeah, clever kick from Shaw. Just gaining ground. There's Treloar, has been solid, had the 23. Needs a big last quarter.
Mumford wins the knock, but Mitchell was reading it well. Burgoyne, Langford, they're away here, Hawthorn, and running hard. Off the outside of the boot, almost. Rioli trying to force it forward. He had 3 players forward of him.
He could see it.
He could see Bruce, he could see Ruffhead, he could see Anderson.
Gunston was there.
First goal of this last quarter, so important. Langford again.
I'll say it again, I think this is a chance for a third now. Trying to knock the ball towards the boundary line where there's a lot of space behind this. There, oh, well, he tried the ruckman. Yeah.
Quick hands. Burgoyne got it from Birchall. Back to Mitchell. He assesses. Puts it on his left boot out towards Gunston. And that is a magnificent mark, because that was no right to mark that from that congestion. And he's just the sort of player that'll go back and slot this.
I reckon the kick wasn't bad either, Matty.
Oh, yeah.
Off one step.
That's what I'm saying. As a team, to get a shot at goal from there, fantastic. Around the corner, we'll see Gunston.
Been a few then.
Yeah, there's been a few tonight. Been 6.
Let's see if the Hawks can set up later in the game when you're a bit tired. Can the GWS find their way through? Hawks have been brilliant with their discipline in the defensive part from kick-ins.
He's had 4 score assists, Gunston, and 2 goals to add to that as well, leading the way on the ground this evening.
Mitchell just got a bad bounce there. Might still win it here, and he does. Numbers went out for Hawthorn. Hooks the kick back. Big punch. Falls for Griffin. He's going to use Ward in the middle. He's going to wait for some runners. Well, getting in the way and reading it well was Burgoyne. Now the turnover. Over to Shields. 40 metres out, off to the right. Behind, but Hawthorn pressing.
Once again, Hawthorn able to block up that run. They had the wave going at GWS. They had numbers everywhere. You can see them going. Callum Ward with the pause, and then Burgoyne just getting in the way, wins it back.
Scully, and he's away. Good third quarter. Not a lot to kick to, though.
Just drive it down the line.
He's going to have to kick to, hopefully, for Green, who...
Oh, now that is beautiful body work. And the umpire, I don't know how you saw that interpretation, Jono.
Well, he didn't have hands in the back. It didn't look like two actions there. It just looked like he held his ground to push back and control some space.
And it could be costly, as Hawthorn's away. And he's still going. What speed to run to 40 metres out.
That's good field.
Yes, Billy Hawthorn kicks it.
Big free kick, went their way. Stratton was able to take the win here. Oh, there's a little nudge underneath. Nudge was underneath.
I'll take that back.
So Stratton takes it, gets it moving quickly, and Hawthorn here from the wing position takes him on. Nothing wrong with that ankle, Matty.
No, that ankle's fine. It's flying. Almost got cleaned up at the end.
Yeah, great goal.
He's only played the 11 games now, Billy Hawthorn. That's a fantastic individual effort for that goal. And they do get the important first goal of the last quarter.
And no doubt the umpire was right in the marking contest. Was a little bit of a forearm push.
Canelio with the inside-out reverse talk from the centre. Here's Green to atone. And he does from 55 metres. He kicks it long, but it's off to the right. He got good distance. And if we see the trend continues, you guys have mentioned a couple of times, the Giants will come back. Very close to the line, the kick in from Birchall. Smith. Mitchell chipping back to Suckling. He's off his line. Bit of loop on the handball, puts Birchall under some pressure. And they're in trouble here. Devon Smith with the palm off, sees the goals, off his left boot, he's clunked afterwards, downfield, it'll go to Stewart.
Well, it's worked out well because Stewart was out. He needed to actually kick that ball to the advantage of Stewart to take a mark.
Plays on, left boot, goal Giants.
He thought that out well then, Jono, didn't he? Stewart, just the way that he was calm, collected. His father was a very good kick for goal, who I play with and also played with Collingwood and Richmond. But he thought that out well. He was balanced when he kicked the ball. So, again, they just got one here just from the turnover. Another goal from the turnover to GWS.
Here's the free kick after the kick. So kicks it, Whitecross comes in, puts him on the deck. And the free kick was downfield to Stewart. And you can see there, he just knew he had space to play on. Wasn't closed up by Hawthorn.
It was a good finish for the big man, wasn't it? Just getting around the corner and getting the goal back. So one apiece in this final quarter. Margin still under 2 goals. Roughhead in the ruck. Mumford realising it, tried to put it down Shields' throat. Griffin to Treloar. Just a little handball, gave it to him. All Hawthorn here, though. Stratton back to Hawthorn. Suckling kicks it up high. Well, more orange jumpers here, and they've all spoiled each other. Haynes to Mumford, quick hands, Pat full, getting through some traffic. Kennedy waits and then kicks it up high. Gibson likes this sort of situation. There he is.
Oh, got to compete. They looked at each other with lack of communication there.
But that's courage from Gibson, standing under that ball, knowing that you've got someone like Jeremy Cameron who can crash your pack in behind you.
They moved it well here, Hawthorn. They were closed up. They were holding on shore. I reckon he just realised that if I let him go, I'm gone.
Yeah, professional free kick, heard the whistle as well, got the ball in his hands, tried to hold things up. He's been successful.
And can they kill it here with the spoil? Patfull and Shields, and they do kill it with the spoil. It came from Davis, only just. But in the end, Shaw's done the right thing.
He did, he knew. Professional free kick from Heath Shaw. There's Gibson, look at that.
Yeah, eyes for the ball alone.
Shower makers did well too, not to give away the free kick. He just did enough.
Cameron's way.
Yep.
Stratton did well. Chance here for length. Stratton went off the ground and goes off the outside of the boot, and Shield will win a free kick. Not as big as numbers for Shield tonight. I mean, he's 37 and 35 the last couple of weeks.
Great hands.
Handball forward to Griffin, but no one coming past. They're going to turn it over. Maybe not. Shield comes back. Free kick again, Shield.
Gee, played that up, but well done second effort. Just missed the target with the hands the first time. They ran again. They're just not getting it linked up, are they, Jono, from the half-back line? Oh, in this occasion, they hit the target.
Cameron, as usual, wants it over the back. He just points to kick it to the back, and I'll see what I can do. He might get it! He gets it off the ground. He says, I can do anything. 6 for Jeremy.
Oh, wow. This looked like Hawthorn were going to just take it away, and away they go with a clearance out of that area. But in the end, you can see him there just pointing. Gets to the front position here, which I liked on Gibson. Went for the mark, missed it. Fumble there from Suckling and off the deck. You just, oh, that's great.
Well, he kicked 7 against Collingwood, so he likes playing the big clubs, and he's got 6 here tonight. But importantly for his team, he gets them back within a goal. 2 in a row, the Giants. The crowd with some voice. They refuse to lie down. They keep coming. Williams is trying to do that. Ball up again.
Well, that is freakish. I'm trying to pick someone who I think he relates to in the history of the game, how he does play, because he's just a will of the wisp sort of thing. A bit of Kenny Hunter in him when he went forward from a defensive player.
He gets so many of his goals off the ground or over the back. Here's a chance for the Hawks. Bunteen with the spoil. Crummer needed for Hawthorn. Hill is there. Haynes came in and did well to give it to Cornelio. Now they run. Ward, Treloar. Next in the queue was Patfull, but he didn't have the right ticket because Treloar missed him. But he pushed off and he gave it back to Heath Shaw. And then off the outside of the boot to Treloar. And they go again. Whitfield wants it. Cameron wants it long. Same as before. This time into the pocket. Gibson's there. And Gibson kills it over the line.
They got that wave going. That's when they're most dangerous. Patfull showing some strength here. Hawthorn just trying to hang on. Doing his best there. Just maybe could have got a little bit lower with that tackle attempt, Hawthorn.
Stewart and Roughhead in the ruck, and Ward came through as the third man. Pushed it out in front of Griffin. He's got to beat 2. He can't. Shaw and Mumford. Mumford probably the last spell he'll have. He's been tireless, Mumford, so he's going to have to get some help here.
Gee, the ruckman a long way away.
They went back nearly to the middle of the ground.
They went to the 50-metre ruck.
They did.
Yep. Toby Green's there. Can't get his arms free. Good tackling. Double tackle there from the Hawks.
There's the ruckman. They were at the 50-metre ruck, and they looked like getting close. They were looking at each other more than the ball.
Great work by Stewart. Just took Segler out of it. Segler though, but Cornelio. They got free. Ward, Smith. It's tough stuff from the Giants.
Both sides, though. Yeah, both sides really, Matty. When you look at it, the Giants are attacking it. The Hawks are just holding firm at the minute, but both sides are cracking in.
Langford almost. Segler down low. Comes out the back to Whitecross. It slips off the outside of the boot, and Griffin's got it. Again, a lucky ball for GWS.
All right, if he doesn't pass, what do you think, Jono, from here, his chances? He wasn't a great goal kicker, was he, at the time, the bully?
Didn't kick a lot of goals.
It was a tough kick.
Griff, this is a very tough kick, but...
Right foot in.
Right foot in. We'll just wait and see, sure.
He's got Davis long if he wants to go back.
It's very close.
The fence.
Oh,
what are you talking about?
Listen, sensational kick. Griffin scores a level.
Well,
yeah, didn't want to put the curse on him, George. So I sat on the fence. He was always going to kick that.
Oh, never going to miss.
I thought I'd get one of the greatest goal kickers of all time to jump off the fence, but gee, you were just firmly seated, weren't you? And just well done. Quick kick out, didn't kill the ball, and the kicker got there. I'll give you it. I reckon 1 out of 10 myself. But great finish by Ryan Griffin. He's had an impact tonight. He's been quiet in a lot of games from this season, but a They needed that.
The Hawks got out to an 18-point lead in this final quarter, and you would have been excused if you're watching at home to think, well, this will do us. We'll go get home from here, Hawks fans. But they've kicked 3 in a row, the Giants, and it's a tied game. And on the up, Scully tried to find Shield, who battles away. Handball, cut off, got it back again. Green, oh, they're out wide. Mumford, he might just shepherd here and let it go. He does. Ward settles, pulls the trigger, pulls the kick to Devon Smith. Kicked the goal of the day in the first quarter, now he just has to kick truly.
How did Mumford and Ward get out to the half-forward flank from that centre bounce clearance without any Hawthorn player goal side of them? I think both sides just rolled the dice either way, the ruckman.
We spoke about the inside game. GWS +2 on the contested possession. They've just brought it inside and denied Hawthorn that out. It's great.
2 goals in the first quarter to Devon Smith. This for his third. Not to be. But they're in front. 1 point lead for the Giants. And if they were to hang on, it would be their biggest victory. They beat Sydney round 1 last year, but they don't have a scalp like Hawthorn. And they've got a run of it here. Griffin, Shield, back to Griffin. Just kicked a great goal from the boundary. Oh, he hopes that comes back. It might even fall for Cameron. It doesn't.
Got it on the wrong side of the boot, didn't he? Got it on the outstep instead of the instep.
Halfway through this final quarter, Cameron almost pinched it. They're still going though, the Giants. Williams steps, straightens up, are behind. 2-point game.
You're up against one of the best kicking sides the competition's ever seen. They'll know how to work their way through pressure. They've done it so many times in big games. A couple of their leaders are missing though in Hodge and Lewis, which is so important at this. Oh, they've made a turnover.
They might get out of this though, or maybe not. Toby Green around the corner. Oh. They've had 3 shots at goal and they've kicked 3 points. And you can feel the tension in Spotless Stadium now. The fans realising that this game is on now, that they can actually win it. Whereas before they were hoping. 3 behinds in a row, and they're not letting Hawthorn out of their defensive 50. Suckling decides to go long. Bug. Spoiled by Mumford. Mumford is going to get it. Big Mummy straightens up. Mummy! Well, he kicks the behind. It was a day early for Mother's Day, Jono.
Oh, it looked like a tied giraffe, didn't it?
Oh, dear. 4 behinds in a row. They can't put the Hawks away.
Well, that could be costly. You know this side, they just love to go.
Well, they're one-on-one everywhere, the Giants in their zone.
Suckling didn't find the target.
That's why it's making it difficult, because they are going one-on-one. It's making it very difficult for the Hawks defenders to make that accurate decision.
Segler gets front position.
Cyril on the ball, boys.
Yeah, Mitchell found him. Hawthorn. Smith. Oh, well read by Bunting. He's made a few errors in the air tonight, but that was his best performance.
50 metres.
Well, I didn't see that. Against Bruce for over the mark?
Yeah. Well, it looks like he just went to take the mark and he pushed forward of it. There was no warning to come back, which we're seeing a little bit less of.
Yeah.
Maybe someone else was on the mark and he stepped in front to take it.
Well, Matty Bunting's never kicked a goal in the AFL.
Well, this would be...
boy.
How's this for a kick?
Who's around him at the moment? I'm trying to see Hawthorn. Are they on their game?
Well,
Devon Smith's just right there.
Oh, no,
just
a goal.
No, tell him to kick the goal.
So they kicked 4 behinds in a row. Bunting's never kicked a goal in the AFL. This to make it a 10-point game.
Oh, boy.
It's high, it's straight, it's close, it's not there. 5 behinds in a row. Now there you go, there's the mark. He steps in from the side.
Yeah.
Long kick out, Mumford. He's a brick.
He's been great tonight.
He's been sensational. He goes into the pocket. Cameron's got to run at it.
Oh,
free kick anyway.
front on.
Don't give it away.
Oh,
There
come
you
on.
go. Don't give it away.
GWS, you've got to be smart here. We've already seen what happened with Nick Haynes. I think he'll get 50 metres for this for front on contact too,
We're
John.
about to see, no, it's no 50.
What?
No 50. Cameron's kicked 6 goals. This to equal his best of 7.
The last player to kick 6 v the Hawks was Cloak in 2012, the qualifying final.
Good Lord.
The last player to kick 7 against this Hawks defence was Favola in 09.
Gee, I thought that was
6
close.
years.
I thought that was close to 50, as in front on contact while you've taken the mark.
This for 7, but this after 5 behinds in a row to give them an 11-point lead.
Oh,
Yes, you'd better believe it. Cameron is a star. 7 big ones.
Shane Mumford's had a massive influence on this game, boys, and it's not about possessions. He's only had the 12. It's just what he's done. At ground level, he's won 7 contested possessions and had laid 8 tackles.
Look at that.
A big mark here and a great kick for a big bloke out in the space. You can see Cameron gesturing, yeah, that's where I want it in that pocket. And that's not the... Oh, gee, that had to be close to 50. But anyway, it didn't matter.
13,500 people here. Good crowd for Spotless. Look at that celebration from Cameron.
Magnificent, isn't it? It's a fine line, isn't it, Shorey? We're saying don't give away the free kick for where it's at.
Fly the flag.
Yeah, you've got to be smart with it, and they were.
Green to Shield. They've had the last 6 scoring shots, the Giants. They're down by 18. They now lead by 11. It's a mongrel kick in. And Birchall will hold it up. The Hawks will come again. They've got plenty of time. They are the most professional outfit, and they'll work this away. Smith.
I think they're going to do it all by foot skills because they look like their legs are gone. Made a mistake.
Cuts from 50 metres out. Kicks another behind. They may inch their way home, the Giants.
Well, there's no run with the Hawks, so they're going to have to do it by their beautiful kicking skills, I think, Jono. I can't see anybody running the lines at the moment.
2-goal game.
Something special. Is it going to be Cyril? Is it going to be Puopolo? Or will it be someone like Shields to get out the back and run?
Down the middle they go. The spoil comes. The Giants have numbers. Whitfield by hand. Smith around the corner for his 3rd. Oh, they're up by 3. The Giants are giant.
Their kick-ins, they've been able to stop the run from Hawthorn from out of full back. They've been going one-on-one, and they've just been able to punch that ball back or take a mark and get it back inside forward 50, where they've been, all their numbers have been onto it. They've missed some opportunities, but now that was an important nail from Devon Smith.
Massive centre bounce here, massive clearance. They've won the last 3, so they've got to continue that.
Since Hawthorn got to 90, they kicked 5 goals 6. They're down 18, they're up 18. Still time for Hawthorn. But they've got to stop the momentum that the Giants have, and they're getting it through the middle. Burgoyne goes off the ground. It's a high ball. Bunteen under pressure. Managed to get a boot on it. Look at Shield. You got to call out the back from Green. He wins a free kick.
Oh, they're going to play it on.
And they go to Whitfield, who's a good user of the footy. Griffin wants it long. Heads in that direction. And he doesn't keep it in. Soon the clock will be an issue for Clarko, who's at ground level.
And what GWS have done this quarter was Hawthorn's strength. The forward half turnovers this quarter, 5 goals for GWS on what Hawthorn's biggest strength is.
Mumford got rid of Segler. And how many times have we seen Mumford jump on Langford? Langford will be dreaming about him all night. Nightmares.
Look at that, time in forward half. Last for this quarter, 67% to 33%. That just backs up what Ben Dixon was discussing then, just locking the ball in their forward half.
Big ball here. And well done by Roughhead to give Gunston a chance, but now they can set up again. The Hawks have to kick 3 goals in 6 minutes of play and restrict the Giants to 0. And even then, they'd have a tied game.
They're throwing a loose man behind play now, or Hawthorn's rolled one up from the half-forward line. GWS have got a loose man in defence.
Rioli over the top.
That's
Roughhead free kick. Here they go, Hawthorn. Giants get a few numbers back. Roughhead pops it into a hole, but they arrive in time, the orange jumpers. Cameron, hot handball. Not used to that situation. Treloar, Rioli got it through. Burgoyne makes something from nothing there, the Hawks. Duray, Birchall. Did he get free, or he just pushes it wider? White cross, 50 metres from goal. Sees a man on the lead, it's Duray. He can kick this and he can put it back to a 2-goal game. 5 minutes remaining.
Oh, Jeremy Cameron just, you know, he's worked up the ground. He had the ball across half-back, tried to invent a handball. They have done it well themselves. Had to get the ball out of the area and just fight another day if you can down the field.
Big kick for Taylor Duray. 16 disposals tonight. This one from 40 metres out. Slide angle. Kicks truly. The Hawks stay in it. 2-goal game.
It's well and truly alive, don't worry. This game, and when you're right, Jeremy Cameron, this is the vision here.
Yeah.
Just maybe need to launch that into space.
There, right
when he got released out of the Cyril tackle, kept it in tight, and then the Hawks, there's Duray there. He's involved in the link. It goes out wide, and then he waits for the hole to open up. Then he bursts into that hole, takes the uncontested mark, gets back off the mark, and then important kick for the defender, and he nailed it.
Plenty of time for the Premiers to come back. After a 36-point turnaround, they get a goal. Roughhead in the ruck against the tireless Mumford, who finds Shield as usual, who sells the dummy and gives it off to Stewart, who goes sideways and then kicks it inside 50. Griffin. Green came through. It falls for Griffin. Quick hands, but they're going to get out of trouble here, Hawthorn. Duray from Mitchell to Smith. And here they go again. Birchall on the left boot in the middle of the ground, bruised. They've got runners. Langford's got to get past Whitfield. He palms off. Duray forward again. Long ball, one-on-one. Oh, Kennedy comes back to help out. 4 minutes remaining. Plenty of time for Hawthorn. The Giants have got to mop up some time if they can hang on to it.
They've got to lock it in here, Hawthorn. They've got to find a man as quick as possible, work the mark, hold them up.
Not much run from the Giants here. Hawthorn in position.
Got to go wide. Mumford's there. There he goes.
Roughhead there as well. Shaw can't get past. It might spill out. It does. Langford. Canelio saw a man out wide. Green. Stewart. It goes out. Both teams reset.
Big stoppage, this one for the Hawks. Can they get it out? Can they find some space? Get it out into space?
Well, they've got an extra one here, John. They've rolled their man up to the stoppage to try and win it and then work it through.
Mumford. Pinched by Smith.
They should be outnumbered here, GWS.
And they do well here, Hawthorn. They were outnumbered.
Well, now they've rolled one up off the back as well. The Giants, just to try and clog this up as much as possible.
Treloar spinning, and so too was Shield, but because of the Mitchell tackle. Precious seconds ticking on the clock.
Well, the thing is, the +1, who's the better +1? It looks like Patfull's gone back for them and Birchall for the Hawks at the moment.
Solid tackle, but Scully managed to get it free. Now Langford, clearing kick, spiral. Patfull is the +1. He couldn't take it.
Puopolo free kick against. He looked at Patfull, turned and just tried to put some body on.
And they mop up 20 seconds.
But still, it's deep.
Yeah.
It's a slow kick out. They need a contest here. Roughhead's out there. It's going to be Roughhead v Mumford in this contest.
He heads long. Mumford. He's got it back, Big Mummy. Treloar hoping to gain some ground. Cameron's kicked 7, equalled his personal best. Numbers here for the Giants, though. Stewart.
Oh, too high.
He's got some free kicks in this last quarter.
Yes.
I think it's 4.
I'll tell you what, he's lifted, though, hasn't he? He was pretty quiet in the first half, I thought. But
he's well held.
25 possession now, 26 there.
And they're just starting to think about the clock here, the Giants. The Giants chant around Spotless. And a good spoil from Schoenmakers, but we're under 2 minutes.
I'm amazed in the modern game how defenders, if you can spoil with 2 hands with no body contact, I reckon you can mark it with 2 hands.
Especially when you need to kick 2 goals in under 2 minutes.
Exactly that.
Shield tries to dish it out. Mitchell there as usual. Ward got rid of Langford. Everybody's standing around waiting for it to come out. And this will suit the Giants, because time is of the essence now for Hawthorn.
Well, Patfull's positioning's critical now. He's the last man, so he's not going to allow Hawthorn to get the overlap and burst back to goal, which they love to do.
Got to win this clearance, Hawthorn. They do. Hartung, Hill, Smith, running. Here they go. Birchall.
Oh, not a great option.
He ran inside. He wins a free kick. Hawthorn. Thrown to the ground. Hartung's got to get up, and he gives it quickly to Smith, who's going to launch it long. This is a big play. Kennedy, spoil, Gunston, flips it back, Anderson, Duray already kicked the goal in this last quarter.
Wow.
Diving smother was a beauty. It comes back to Duray. It's not over yet. Duray on his left boot. Oh, good strong
he's a good kick too, Gunston.
He's a great kick. He'll need to be. Clock ticking down. We're at the 53, and Gunston to make it a 1-kick game. Kennedy slow to get up.
Gee, that was gutsy by Kennedy too, boys. A good mark by Gunston, but Kennedy put his body on the line, knowing he had to make at least an effort here. Now, Gunston, every bit of distance that he's got here, he'll probably need, I would think, but that's a really courageous effort for a young kid.
It is. So if he kicks this, they'll probably have 30 seconds left in the game.
To draw it, really.
To draw it.
Yeah.
They'll need 2 scores to win it, so Kennedy's going to come from the ground. The Hawks have 49 seconds to kick this goal from Gunston, get it back to the middle, and kick another one.
I reckon if he was another 5 to 6 metres in, I reckon it'd be a sure thing. You'll probably prove me wrong, because he is a magnificent kick.
He can keep the Hawks alive right here, right now. It fades to the left, and the fans of the Giants know it. 11-point game, 36 seconds. It could be, and it's looking like the Giants' biggest scalp, the Premiers, on their first home game at Spotless.
Well, they're going to come right out in front of Ben Dixon here. This is where Mumford's planted himself.
You reckon the runner would have told him by now, wouldn't you?
Mumford, over the back it goes. Gibson had a big first half and has been quiet in the second. Burgoyne, all class, running, kicking to the goal square. They need a big grab here. Patfull with a spoil. Chance for Bruce. Goes one way, goes on his right, hooks it back.
Oh, too much.
Too much.
Oh, would have been enough time.
15 seconds.
They could have won with a miracle, but the Giants will win it now. What a win this is. They were dismal last week against the West Coast Eagles.
This is a huge response from the Giants.
Kicked 1 goal from quarter time. Kicked 4 for the game. And Cameron's kicked 7 tonight. Mumford, only fitting that the big man has the last touch. Plenty of players have had more of the ball than Shane Mumford, but the Warrior has been supreme for 4 quarters. Hawthorn will go to 3 wins, 3 losses. The Giants will go to 4 wins, 2 losses. Chance for Smith late. Kicked the opening goal. Will he kick the last? No, he's kicked it out on the full. And the siren sounds. The Giants have captured the Premiers at home, and they've won in what could be their finest moment by 10.
What a win, Matty. Just brilliant. Hawthorn had control of the game at certain stages, and to the Giants' credit, they hung in there. They chipped away at the lead that Hawthorn were able to build. They got themselves back into the game a number of times. Hawthorn looked like they're going to take it away again. But that was a big last quarter from the Giants.
It was a massive quarter. The game went to script. It's just the start of the Hawks, and GWS got them on the outside. Had too many. Well, they were